Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Wednesday morning. It is April 12th. It's about 5:24 a.m. Happy Wednesday. This is a show I've been doing for quite some time. It's a show about me talking and sharing some experiences and sharing some ups and downs. It's a show I've been doing on a bunch of different social media platforms over, we're coming up on 4 years. And it's changed a lot. It hasn't changed at all. It's a little bit. Good morning, Scott Concrete from Texas. This is my dog, Holly. For those that have been watching a while, you know I have a dog, an English Springer Spaniel named Holly. She's beautiful, but she's very demanding as well. And it's a little bit, in some ways, hold on here, let me get my setup just right. Come here, Holly. Say hi to the audience. Yeah, she loves Coffee with Ken. She's my biggest fan. But for those that have been watching a while, hey, thank you so much for following the host, Sharon Cox. I appreciate anybody that follows the host. I like to see, it's 12:23 in Hawaii. I have somebody from Hawaii watching. You should be going to bed in Hawaii. It's past my bedtime. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me, and I'm so excited to take my first sip at this early hour. I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh, good day. It's the cinnamon dolce. My favorite coffee right now. It's a coffee I drink on most days. It's coffee I almost have to fight myself from. I guess I don't know why I fight it. I feel it's better to have a variety of coffee selections in my cupboard. And even though this is my favorite, perhaps I should just dispose of the other coffee varieties and buy 5 or 6 bags of the cinnamon dolce. I don't know. Let's have another sip. Maybe another. Oh. Anyway, how you guys doing? How are you feeling? How'd you sleep? I slept real well. I just woke up at 4:56 a.m. I need to get up by 5:30, so it kind of feels good waking up before the alarm. I think waking up to an alarm is probably not a super healthy way to go. I know most of us do it. But I've always kind of been an early riser and usually have a lot on my mind. And once my mind gets going, it's can be hard for me to get back to sleep. So I usually wake up before the alarm, and gave me a little extra time this morning. And rather than fight it and lay in bed and try and get back to sleep, I said, let's get up, let's get our day started. Let's go at a little slower pace. Let's experience the moment, if you will, and I don't know, enjoy it rather than rush through it. I think a lot of times, hello, Kivo. I think a lot of times, I know personally, I'm so busy rushing and trying to get things done and trying to get to where I'm supposed to be. I lose sight of maybe the song on the radio or the sunset or the moment in some way or other. But I'm doing really well at that, and I'm appreciating it. And I feel it's learned through practice and learned through experience. Last night we had the sky was pretty off in the west as the sun was setting. And I got home from kind of a long day. And strangely, it was my day off, but it's still a long day. Instead of maybe just going to bed right away, I took out one of my non-alcoholic beers and sat on the back by the back fire pit, didn't even light a fire, and just kind of enjoyed the night and relaxed and sat there with Holly and looked at the stars and enjoyed it. So that felt good, and it was a nice calming way to go to get ready for bed, just sitting out and enjoying, beautiful night in April. Again, come on, Holly. She comes in. Somebody asked, do I feel lonely? I think I used to. I mean, there's times I feel lonely. I think I would feel lonely. I mean, I've been twice married. I think there was times I felt lonely when I was married, or wish I felt lonely. I think I used to. I'm outgoing. I like people. I love talking. I love mixing it up. I thought I was an extrovert to the point where I couldn't be happy by myself. And, I felt like I always had to be running around or in front of people or what have you. It's interesting. I've thought about like marriage. I'm recently divorced for the second time, which is sad. I mean, I got to stop saying that. I'm working on everything. I'm a work in progress. And I often say I got divorced with, when I discuss my second divorce, I'll say it's horrible or sad or pitiful or whatever. And I'm trying to get better at devaluing me, honestly. I think we're our own worst critics, and we have a tendency to be harsh to ourselves and say mean things to ourselves. And every time, I confess that it's my second divorce and say that's horrible. That can't be good for my overall psyche. So I'm working on that. But anyway, let's have a little more coffee. I've thought about marriage a lot over the last several days. I've done some videos on it about divorce and how hard divorce is and how challenging marriage is, and wondering if marriage is ever for me, or was it ever for me, or was there a perfect woman that would have made it all okay, or what have you. And oftentimes I think I personally maybe don't want to. I'm not the maybe marrying type, and maybe this is just something a guy that's recently divorced is saying. There's so much good about marriage. There's so many positives that come from it, but it's also a way of life that maybe I wasn't meant for. And I don't know if that's true, but I've done a lot of thinking. One advantage, I think, to marriage would be life is challenging. There's a lot to do when you're doing everything by yourself. And when you're having to take care of the groceries and clean the house and what have you. Just there's a lot of stuff to do in life. And it would be nice to have a partner to share the load, if you would, or if you will. And it's kind of challenging not having that. So it would be nice to have a partner, but I don't know. I'm doing okay by myself. That's a really long-winded answer to your question about getting lonely. Yeah, sure, I get lonely sometimes, but I always kind of did. And I think at the end of the day, when we look in the mirror, when we're laying in bed, it doesn't matter if we're with a wife or husband or a partner or whatever, you're still alone with your thoughts. And I'm never really that alone, because I always got this hairy beast at my feet, stretching, doing what she's doing, and needing a little extra love. And I don't know. Sometimes I take her for granted, and sometimes I get annoyed with her because, wow, talk about never alone. And I've talked about it before, but it's kind of a problem. I don't move without her following me around and staring at me. And it's almost like it's a ghost. I should change your name to Ghost. But anyway, feeling good. It's Tuesday morning. It's 5:32. How old am I? I am 54 years old. I have a busy day today. All my days are busy. Yesterday was my day off, and I had a ton of adventures. I don't share with you all my adventures. I have some things. And yesterday on the morning coffee show I do, I talked about maybe needing a message from God to I've been thinking about moving for the last period of time, kind of mixing up life, changing life. Oh, it's Wednesday. All right. Well, thank you, Laura. I appreciate it. It's hard. I work retail. and I have Sundays and Tuesdays off, and it really throws off my calendar and confuses me as to what day it is. And I don't know, it gets confusing sometimes, especially when you announce the date on your Coffee with Ken show. But anyway, you know how I get through that? I just drink more coffee. What was I saying? Busy day, even though it was a day off yesterday. I had a ton to do, and I was waiting for. I've got a lot of decisions to happen in the next 6-7 weeks, and I have to move in the next 7 weeks because my lease is up, honestly. And deciding where I want to go, and was waiting for God to send me a message yesterday. And I'll tell you what, God sent me a message yesterday morning, and I'm not going to share with you all every message I get from God because it'd probably be, I could. Been Tuesday, so I had to look it up. I had to stop. Because I get a lot of messages, and it's funny. I'm doing a good job of rolling with stuff, and I can't overemphasize the power, or overemphasize whatever, the power of prayer, of faith, and of positive affirmations. I mean, I was listening to them, positive affirmations, as I was waking up, and I found one that I really enjoy. Enjoy might be overstating, but I think I find a ton of value in. And one of the things he says, and he repeats everything 3 times, and I'm not going to phrase it right, was basically finding the good in every situation. And 20 seconds after he got done saying that, I was closing my window, and I closed it on my finger. And it hurt. It hurt a lot. And, I mean, it was painful. And I wanted to get angry and get pissed off and swear or whatever. And instead I was thinking, find the good in every situation. And I said, thank you, God, that you didn't actually take off the tip of my finger when I shut the door or shut the window on it. And it honestly made me feel better. If nothing else, it seems so crazy, the challenge of finding the good in every situation. But I can't, emphasize enough the value of that. And I had some, I'll just call them challenges yesterday. And I'm doing, and it's almost like I'm delirious. I must be delirious or loony because I'm getting pretty darn good. I'm throwing a lot of challenges in life in finding the best in every situation. And I don't know if it's coming with practice or just coming with faith, or I got nothing else to rely on because I got to believe things are happening for a reason. And I believe I am on the right path and doing the right things and kind of smiling every day and rolling with the challenges and feeling good as I drink my coffee, drink my water, and cruise on this path we call life. So let's have a little more coffee. Don't know how long I'm going to talk for you this morning. Kind of enjoy starting my mornings with you guys every morning. I really enjoy these, this platform. Good morning, 24. I wish I had your name, 24. I got some regular viewers that have code names. And I think it'd be good if we all had our real names there so I could call you. Like Julie's liking my life. Thank you, Julie, and good morning to you. And it's hard to feel like, a 24 UST or whatever that your name is. But I don't know. Maybe if I give it time, I'll get to know you, even at whatever name you go by. Thank you for liking my life. Let's have a little more coffee. So I got my hairy beast at my feet. It's Wednesday morning. I got to be at work at 7 o'clock. I'm kind of looking forward to it. What's strange, I so enjoy my days off just from an aspect of I don't feel rushed and I can lay in bed and I can sleep in a little bit and go at a slower pace. But in some ways, and it's interesting because I was a realtor for 17 years before I started this job. I think that was harder on me than I knew. I think I loved the flexible schedule. But I think always having a flexible schedule can be challenging. And it's kind of nice knowing I got to be somewhere at 7 o'clock and I know exactly what I'm going to do for the day. I I guess if you didn't like what you did, that would look not so nice. But I really enjoy what I do, and really enjoy doing it. So I know where I got to be at 7. I know what I got to do when I first get to work. I know what I got to do, what roughly I'll be doing at about 11:30, and what I'll be doing at 2, and I know how my day will end, punching out at 3:15 or so, and feeling accomplished, feeling good, feeling like I spread some smiles and some cheer to the people that come down my aisle at my super target, and made a small difference that way. I have a lot of stuff I got to figure out over the next 6 weeks, but I'm kind of leaving. The questions are there. I don't have the answers yet, but I think they'll come to me as they come to me. And I'm appreciating a little God's guidance. I tell you what, if you look at life through that prism, or that lens, you're gonna feel a lot better. Because again, we all face challenges and we all have struggles. And if we look at those struggles or challenges as lessons or guiding us in a direction that we're supposed to go, life goes a whole heck of a lot easier. So, I'm gonna have a little more coffee. Oh, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you had a great, great, great night's sleep. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you enjoyed your day yesterday and you're excited about the day. You're appreciating the sunrise, the sunset, the cool breeze in your face, the click-clack of your dog walking on hardwood, the relentless click-clack of your dog walking on hardwood. She knows. She stares at me going, Dad, I want to come over and get some pets, but I know you get kind of frustrated with me when I do it all the time. And she does it all the time, but sometimes I feel horrible. Sometimes I'll scold her and, Holly, get away. Then she'll go look sad and move about 3 feet away and still stare at me. And then I'm kind of mad for a second, and then I go, oh, I feel bad. And I go, come here, Holly. You're a good girl. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Again, I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself, because we all make mistakes and we all sin and we're all works in progress. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.